I want to talk about um, blocking traffic as a means of protest, and I want to talk about truck drivers and people driving the roads in general and what their response should be if they see a protest blocking the roads. Now, here's the thing we have to distinguish. This is very important. When an individual or a group determines to block traffic, they are no longer protesting legally. They have crossed the line to become a criminal. Because the right to protest the government for redress of grievances has nothing to do with the highway system. Furthermore, we have to look at a decision from Thompson v. Smith from 1930, which says the right of a citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport his property thereon in the ordinary course of life and business is a common right, which he has under his right to enjoy life and liberty, to acquire and possess property, and to pursue happiness and safety. It includes the right in so doing to use the ordinary and usual conveyances of the day, and under existing modes of travel include the right to a horse-drawn carriage or wagon thereon, or to operate an automobile thereon, for the usual and ordinary purpose of life and business. It is not a mere privilege like the privilege of moving a house in the street, operating a business stand in the street, or transporting persons or property for hire along the street, which a city may permit or prohibit at will. Again, that's from Thompson v. Smith in 1930, and this directly relates, I believe, to the Fifth Amendment. I think that's what the case was about. But here's the thing, is that I'm in the trucking business, all right? And I don't know a single trucker who does not know the name Reginald Denny. The use of lethal force for self-defense is legal when one feels a deadly threat or grave bodily harm. All right? And oftentimes, as we saw with this protest recently, we see drivers being dragged out of cars and beaten. All right? We see truckers being dragged out of their trucks and beaten. And in 1992, we saw Reginald Denny take a brick to the side of his head completely unprovoked because of the color of his skin. All right? So, here's the thing, is that these protesters blocking highways, by every legal definition, represent a threat to life or grave bodily harm. And furthermore, they are not protesting legally. They are criminals. And when you are a criminal, definitionally, you are taking the right of someone else. If you've stolen, you've violated somebody's property rights. Okay? If you've murdered them, you've obviously taken away their right to life, right? So this isn't rocket science. You're not a protester if you're on a highway. You are a criminal. And when you are a criminal, you concede your rights. And I, as a driver, as Thompson, whatever the case was here, let me look it up again, Thompson v. Smith stated in 1930 that it is not a privilege I am exercising being on the highway. It is a right. It is a right guaranteed to me by the Constitution of the United States. It's called freedom of movement. It's also recognized in human rights law. So you don't have the right to take away my rights. And furthermore, what are you protesting on a highway? Protesting is all about the government, the people who are designated to protect our rights, right? For the redress of grievances. We are protesting the government for the redress of grievances. So if you're on a highway, you're not protesting, you're committing a crime, and you should be treated as such. And if you're a driver, whether you're in a semi, a car or a motorcycle, you do whatever you have to protect your life and get home safe. So if you're a protester, get off the roads. Get off the roads. And if you're a driver, you do what you've got to do. You do what you've got to do. Don't forget to subscribe, y'all. Thanks for watching.